You know, in the world of cars, there's a saying that goes, I know I'm burning money on fuel, but at least it's not calories. Now, isn't that a silver lining we can all laugh about? But seriously, let's talk turkey, or rather gasoline, fuel costs. They're like that pesky mosquito that keeps buzzing around your ear. You can't ignore it, and it's always taking a bite out of your wallet. Now, depending on what kind of vehicle you're driving, that bite can range from a nibble to a full-blown chomp. We're going to dive into the deep end of this fuel pool, comparing the costs between hybrid cars, regular cars, SUVs, full-size pickups, and the big daddy of them all, semis. Each has its own appetite for fuel, and we're going to see just how hungry they can get. So buckle up as we cruise down the road of fuel costs, and let's see who's burning more than just rubber. Now, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of the fuel costs for each of these vehicles at different gas prices. When the gas price is at 80 cents per liter, about $3 per gallon, it's easy to see that the hybrid car runs the show. With its superior fuel economy, it's the cheapest option for daily commuting. You'd be spending a fraction of what you would with the other vehicles. Now, let's take a look at the regular car. It's not as cost-effective as the hybrid, but it's not too far off either. If you're not ready to make the leap to hybrid technology, a regular car could be your next best bet. When we move on to the SUV, the costs start to climb. With a higher consumption rate, you'd be spending considerably more on fuel each month. And if you're driving a full-size pickup, well, you might want to sit down for this one. The monthly fuel costs for these beasts can be enough to make your wallet weep. But what happens when the gas price jumps to $1.40 per liter, about $5.30 per gallon? The gap between the hybrid and the rest widens even further. The hybrid is still the most cost-efficient, while the SUV and the pickup truck start to feel the pinch. Even the regular car starts to lose its appeal. And when the gas price hits $2 per liter, about $7.50 per gallon, well, let's just say you'd better start considering a second job if you're driving an SUV or a full-size pickup. The hybrid car still reigns supreme, with the regular car trailing behind. Who knew that the type of vehicle you drive could have such a significant impact on your wallet? But remember, this is just a comparison of fuel costs. There are other factors to consider when choosing a vehicle, like maintenance costs, insurance, and of course your personal preference. But if fuel economy is a top priority for you, it's clear that the hybrid car is the winner in this race. Now, let's take these numbers and see how they add up over the course of a year. Imagine your vehicle as a hungry pet. Every day it needs a meal, and that meal is fuel. Now, if you're driving a hybrid car, that pet is more like a small, frugal cat, while an SUV is more akin to a hefty Saint Bernard. So, let's start off with our feline friend. If you're driving a hybrid car about 37 miles, equivalent to 60 kilometers each day, at the cost of about $3 per gallon, equivalent to 80 cents per liter, you're looking at spending roughly $1,800 for the year. But what if fuel prices surge to approximately $7.50 per gallon, equivalent to $2 per liter? Well, then you're looking at an annual cost of around $4,000. Moving on to the regular car, it's like a medium-sized dog, say a beagle. At around $3 per gallon, equivalent to 80 cents per liter, you're spending roughly $2,600 per year, and at about $7.50 per gallon, equivalent to $2 per liter, it jumps to around $5,800. Now let's talk about our Saint Bernard the SUV. At the lower fuel price, you're spending about $4,000, but if prices jump to about $7.50 per gallon, equivalent to $2 per liter, you're looking at a hefty annual cost of nearly $9,000. Then we have our full-size pickup, the Great Dane of our metaphorical vehicle pet shop, at around $3 per gallon, equivalent to 80 cents per liter. The yearly cost is around $4,500. But if fuel prices hit the ceiling at about $7.50 per gallon, equivalent to $2 per liter, you're doling out a whopping $10,000 per year. So, across the board, when fuel prices double, you're spending more than twice as much annually. It's a stark reminder of how the cost of fuel can significantly impact our budget. Wow, those numbers really do add up, don't they? Maybe it's time to reconsider that daily commute. And now, for the big rig, the semi. Now this is where things get interesting. Remember, the semi is doing a marathon every day, covering a whopping 600 kilometers, approximately 372 miles, on average. At 80 cents per liter, or about $3.02 per gallon, we're looking at a substantial monthly fuel bill. But buckle up, because when gas hits $1.4 per liter, roughly $5.29 per gallon, The semi's fuel cost skyrockets. It's like our semi just ordered the most expensive item on the menu. And what about when gas prices hit the roof at $2 per liter? That's around $7.57 per gallon. Well, let's just say it's not for the faint-hearted. The semi's fuel bill becomes a mountain only the bravest budget planners would dare to climb. In the world of transportation, semis are the elephants. They consume a lot, but they also carry a heavy load. So while the fuel costs might seem steep, remember that they're doing some heavy lifting. Well, it seems like the semi really does have a semi-ridiculous fuel bill. Well, folks, we've reached the end of our fuel cost journey. We've crunched the numbers, compared the costs, and discovered just how much difference a vehicle's type and fuel prices can make on your wallet. From the humble hybrid to the mighty semi, we've seen that the type of vehicle you drive and the price of fuel can significantly impact your monthly and yearly expenses. So, whether you're a daily commuter in your trusty sedan, a weekend warrior in your rugged SUV, a hardworking hauler in your full-size pickup, or a long-haul trucker in your semi, we hope this information helps in making your fuel decisions a little bit easier. If you found this information useful, give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more financial insights. We appreciate every single one of you who has joined us on this fuel cost journey. Thank you again for your support, and here's hoping you found this trip down the fuel cost highway informative and enjoyable. The above script does not have any metric measurement to convert to imperial.